Hello, everyone. Welcome to another scene for Sept of Forgotten Stories, a Werewolf the Apocalypse venue set in Dublin, Ireland. In this scene, we have a emotional scene that's going to be happening. Rose Tremblay, who is finding herself not wanting to use that name anymore, has had quite a lot happen to her recently, and she's not doing very well. She is finding herself free of children at the moment. She hasn't really let her youngest daughter out of her sight for a few weeks now. But she finally let her go off with her brother and sister, and is sitting by the lake on the sept, just looking out towards the water, trying hard to just kind of stay together.
That would be about when Dominic approaches her. He has... Oh my goodness. Well, fine then. He got some rather disturbing news when Maeve came to visit his sept. So he has some people to check on. And the first one he's going to find is Rose.
Well, it doesn't take him too awful long to find her.
Yeah, he will softly clear his throat.
She looks, and he notices that she about jumps out of her skin at first.
Oh. Sorry. I suppose, given what happened, seeing me is probably not the thing you wanted.
She shakes her head. That's... Sorry. You're not Adam.
No, I'm not. And that gave Maeve a bit of a shock.
I can imagine.
And imagine my surprise when I heard what happened.
She just nods to him. He left.
He's an idiot.
I kept things from him that I shouldn't have, but I had my reasons.
Everyone deserves a right to their privacy, some secrets.
I don't... Honestly, what hurts the most is that I don't think that it was the withholding of information about my older two children. I think it's the fact that Bella most likely isn't his, and that's not my fault.
If he thinks it is, well, don't you worry. I'll be straightening his ass out real soon. But he walked out on an amazing woman.
blushes a little bit.
If he can't see that, he's more of an idiot than I thought he was.
$18 years.
He kind of holds out his arms for her.
She goes to him.
He will wrap his arms around her in a tight hug. Oh, come here, buddy. Oh, someone's sleepy.
As soon as he does that, she just starts sobbing against him.
He is just going to rub her back and hold her.
Yes, he wasn't who I thought he was.
Clearly not. And I'm sorry for that.
Bella is devastated. Even more than me, I think.
The fact that he would walk out on not just you, but on the kids, that he's not the man I thought he was either. And he's my brother.
She nods.
He just keeps holding her and rubbing her back gently.
She isn't making any attempt to get away from him or anything. Thank you.
What do you say I take you out for dinner tonight?
I would like that.
Some time with just the grown-ups.
I could probably use that too. Honestly, if it wasn't for the kids, I probably wouldn't have been getting out of bed at all.
And if you want, you can bring your brother and his wife along. Make it a double date. If that's something that would interest you, anyway.
I think I would like some time with just you.
Kind of raises an eyebrow. Really now.
She blushes very deeply.
Is that so?
She nods.
I think that's something I could make happen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how about we go to dinner and I can tell you all of my secrets. As we found out more on Samhain.
Oh my. Well, if you feel compelled to tell me, I'm not going to say no.
I think, at least for now, being upfront is best for me.
I can understand that.
She starts to cry again.
And he just hugs her. Now, dry those tears.
She takes a deep breath and tries.
Hmm. Kind of tilts her chin up and initially presses a kiss to her cheek.
Her breath catches when he does that.
Using his thumb to wipe away the tears. How does me making dinner sound?
She nods. Sounds good.
Now, I'm afraid my hotel room doesn't have a kitchen.
Um, I have a place that I'm staying here, but we could go to my house off sept.
Is that what you want?
I think making some new memories in there would help.
As long as you're okay with it.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't.
Hmm. Let's go make some new memories. Some good ones.
She nods.
He will take her back to his rental car. And he will open the door for her.
And she blushes when he does that and gets in.
He smiles and closes the door and goes around to his side. Come here. And gets on into the car. Now I'm afraid you're going to have to give me directions.
I can do that. Which she does, and it's not very far. It's about 10 or 15 minutes away from the sept.
Yeah, he pulls up to the house and gets out and once again opens the door for her.
She takes a deep breath when they get there. She has no idea what state the house is going to be in. She hasn't been there since he left. And she gets out. It's a pretty decent sized house, 2-story, 5 bedrooms.
He will open the door for her when they get to the door, if it's unlocked. If not, he will let her unlock it before opening it.
She unlocks it. And when they walk in, she sort of freezes. It looks like he took everything that he thought was his.
He just shakes his head.
Which
We
means
can fix that.
Which means there's no furniture, there's no TV, there's no nothing. Basically, all that's left is the kids' stuff and her clothes.
He just shakes his head. He really isn't the man I thought he was.
I can't. She shakes her head. She just... I guess we can't stay here.
No, but I can certainly cook you dinner here.
She nods. If there's anything to cook with.
Fair enough. If not, I'll take you out, then we'll go back to my hotel room.
Okay.
And then I go beat my idiot brother senseless.
Yeah.
He will head into the kitchen.
Well, since they haven't been home, there's really not a lot of food there. And there's really nothing to cook with either. It's pretty empty.
He just kind of chuckles and goes out and takes her arm and looks like we're going out.
I figured. I didn't even think about there not really being any food here either.
He just grins. That's all right.
You got to see my house. I guess on the bright side, I get to completely start over.
I suppose so. And if you need any help, I'm here.
She nods. I really appreciate that.
He goes back out and opens the door for her.
Which she will walk through.
He will take her out to the car once again, and they will head off to a restaurant to have dinner because.
Yep.
That's evidently just what these two do for first dates.
Yep. Mm-hmm. It sure is. Something tells me they won't be doing what they did last time, though.
Oh, probably not. I mean,
at least not in the restaurant.
No.
But yeah, when they get there, she'll order something that she probably won't really eat much of. She will make an attempt, though.
Come here, buddy.
And she'll look to him and she'll say, I think most of what I want to tell you should probably wait for privacy.
Probably, as I assume most of it is. Related to another part of our being.
Well, not only that, I just don't really feel like crying in public.
He wants to smile a little bit at that because he can understand that.
She does smirk when she says it. Like, as if she amused herself with that comment. But it's a lot.
Yeah, they have dinner. You probably order something fairly light.
She will get a box for what she doesn't finish, just on the off chance she feels like eating it later.
There's the distinct possibility she will be working up an appetite.
Right. Indeed.
But yes, he then starts the drive back to his hotel room, which isn't terribly far from the restaurant. He went somewhere somewhat close, but still quite nice.
Mm-hmm.
When they arrive at the hotel, he'll get out, open her door for her, and check to make sure he brought his room key.
I mean, if not, the
Because that
front
would
desk
be
can make him
just
another
his
one.
luck.
Would be hilarious.
But he does indeed have his room key.
Very good.
It's one of those little key cards. Because that's what they all are now.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they are. Some of them you don't even slide in anymore. You just tap it against the fucking door.
When I was in the army, the fucking barracks had those.
It's ridiculous.
And I cannot count the number of times I fucking demagnetized my fucking room key because I put it near my cell phone
Oof.
and had to get a new one. But yes, he will open the door to his room and let her in. It is a suite.
Yeah, she didn't really expect anything less.
It's clear he intends to stay for a while.
She bites her lip as she looks around the place.
There is a suitcase that is still fully packed. He did not even bother unpacking anything before he headed out to the sept.
Wow. She looks at that and she furrows her brow and then she looks back to him. Did you literally check in and then come to the sept?
I might have. What of it?
She shakes her head. Why the hurry?
Well, I heard from a little birdie that you weren't doing too well.
She gives a bit of a smile because she knows who that little birdie is.
And she wanted to check on you, but I insisted that I would.
She worries a lot about everyone.
That, from what I saw of her, that seems to be very true.
She should just be worrying about herself. She's having twins.
She is having twins. I thought she was further along until she mentioned that they were twins.
She nods. Yeah. She sits down on the couch that's in there because I'm very sure that it's a hole.
Oh yeah, it is a full suite. They are in the little living area. It does not have a kitchen, but it has everything else. It has a little kitchenette, but all it has is a microwave.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't about to microwave something for her. That would just be rude.
Right? She'll actually go over to the refrigerator first to put the food that she brought with her.
There's not a whole lot in the fridge. Mostly just stuff from the minibar.
Yep.
Cranberry juice, things like that.
And then she'll go and sit down on the couch. Looking up to him.
He will smile a little bit and sit down next to her. So, what are all of these secrets you wanted to tell me?
Do you know? I'm assuming that you do, but just you know the Petrova family, right?
I would hope so.
I
My
know that
brother
was
is best friends with Tolia Petrova.
yeah. I know that was a
After all,
silly question.
I do believe your son is named after my father.
He is.
Oh, god damn it. Small child getting into things.
Oh no.
Here, take your sippy and stop. Leave things alone. You wee shit.
I have two older children. One with Xenia Petrova and one with Alexei Petrova.
All right.
I had to leave them because I wasn't really given a choice but to. I hope that that Tolia has softened a bit over the years. I tried to tell him.
What do you mean?
I tried to tell him that a member of his family, not by blood, but someone he had taken in, was harassing me, obsessing over me, forced himself on me. But he wouldn't believe it. So I had to leave because I couldn't stay and be subjected to that. I never told. I never told either Xenia or Alexei about it. I just left. I assumed, which probably was stupid of me, but I was young. I assumed that they would feel the same way their father did, so I just left. I guess that he never stopped obsessing over me because 11 years ago he found me. And I'm pretty sure that Bella is his.
Oh boy. Yep, he's gonna take a rage for that. Kieran, stop it. You are fine. Stop it. Sorry about this. Ow, that is my ear. That is my ear. Don't yell in Mama's ear. No, don't yell in Mama's ear. That's not nice.
It's
That's not nice. No, it's not. No, it's not nice. I go get you. I eat you, finger. Nom nom. Ha ha ha. No, no, no. We're not going to type on the computer. He will reach over and take her hand.
She has tears rolling down her cheeks.
Suppose I should roll his rage, huh?
You should.
If I can.
It's still a waxing crescent, so it's stiff 7.
If I can manage to get Kieran to leave me the F alone for
2 seconds. I can roll it for you if you want.
Yeah, he failed. So
it's fine.
He's fine.
Well, I mean, he's not fine, but he's not frenzy.
Exactly. He looks miffed, but.
Mm-hmm. Adam seemed fine up until I told him that Bella might not be his. And I was honestly a bit taken aback that he would leave over that because it wasn't my fault. Unless he somehow thinks that I'm lying. I didn't tell him because I was trying to protect him and the kids, because if they knew about it, they could have put them in danger too, because this guy is a spiral dancer that Tolia redeemed, and he fell back. Thankfully, didn't appear that he has the full spiral pure breed, because Bella is a Shadow Lord. And then on Samhain, had a ancestor spirit come to talk to Estella Gonzalez. She's She's mine and Sebastian's niece, or so we thought. She shakes her head. Are you talking?
There we go.
Okay, I was gonna say if you were talking, I didn't hear you.
My mic came unplugged. That would have been nice to realize a little bit sooner.
Yeah, if you've said anything in the last 2 minutes, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, he would pull her in against him and just hug her.
Found out that Sebastian and I are not. We're not. Who we thought was our father is not our father, which is both good and bad, I think.
Well, given the issues with the man you thought was your father.
Well, it turns out that he's actually Alyssa's father.
Well.
Yeah. Her mother was his twin sister.
Well, that sounds like a convoluted revelation, to say the least.
Yes. The ancestor spirit told us who Sebastian and I's father actually is.
Oh.
She nods. She takes a very deep breath and she looks into his eyes. Do you want to know who it is?
If you want to tell me.
It's Kieran, shush.
Right.
It's not what I meant to do. It's Tolia Petrova.
His eyes just go wide. Would you hush? Shove a bippy in it. Jeez. He will just hug her tighter
So now I have to wonder if he knew. I would hope that if he did, he wouldn't have treated me the way he did.
I can't believe that if he knew that he would have.
It's still, even all these years later, hurts the way that he did treat me.
He hugs her. I'm so sorry.
So, like I said, good and bad, because I don't know what to do with this information.
Hmm. From what I heard, Talia will likely be making a visit soon, will he not?
He will. So will Alexei.
I think.
I've been avoiding Katya and Razvan since they've been here. They were just.
Well,
They were pretty much kids themselves when I left.
well. I think that'll be a good time to ask for some clarification.
Yeah. I know. I'm just afraid. I'm afraid to see them all again.
He nods. I can understand that.
What if what if the other kids come with him and I don't even know what to tell them. I never would have. I wouldn't have left them if I didn't feel that I had to.
You can only hope that they understand.
Yeah. She nods. I hope they do.
If Alexei and Xenia raised them the way I think they did, I think they'll understand.
Hmm. Out of character, he would know that
Oh,
Xenia
yeah.
disappeared like
Right after she did.
no, right before.
Oh, yeah, right before.
It was right before she left. That's why she was with Alexei.
Yes. If Alexei raised those boys the way I think he did, the way I'm sure he did, well, I'm sure they'll understand.
She nods. I told Hayden, Harmony, and Bella about the boys. I didn't, of course, tell them all of the details, but they know about their brothers now.
He
They want to meet
nods.
them. They want to meet them, which I can't blame them. I. But now, how do I tell them? Well, she bites her lip. I don't know. It's all fucked up.
It is. No one should have to go through this.
I just don't know why this shit keeps happening to me.
He just hugs her.
I would really like it to stop. It would be nice if it would just stop. She'll hug him back tightly.
He just rubs her back. Okay, come here. Yeah, he will rub her back and hold her for a while.
She will gladly let him hold her.
And if I have anything to say about it, nothing bad will ever happen to you again.
She looks into his eyes.
He smiles. When we met, first thing I thought was, damn, it is a shame that Adam got to her first.
She blushes very deeply. Do you want to know another secret?
I think I'm up for hearing one more.
When I first met you, I thought, damn, it's a shame that I met Adam first.
And I suppose we have 18 years to make up for.
That we do. And I think that would be a great place for the scene to end.
Because things are about to get spicy.
Yes, they are. So, thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.